Hi everyone, I am Margot, tarot reader. Today we are doing a personal reading for a client. I want to first off say thank you to all of you for taking the time to watch today. Please like and subscribe and share. In today's personal reading, we are using the zodiac sign of the client. If you are interested, well, isn't that something? If you are interested in consultation, reading, or ritual, please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook margourtarotreader, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay. Um, let's get started here. So for my client, we are going to use certain zodiac sign, as I stated. We will use Leo, Taurus, and Cancer for now. If we need more, then we'll use more. Okay. Um, as always, prior to the recording, I call onto the universe with my client's personal information because my clients remain private at all times. If you are needing a ritual and/or a personal reading, please contact me at gmail.com, margourtarotreader@gmail.com, or Facebook margourtarotreader. Okay. So I read your questions, and I will say this, that my energies were a little bit off at first when it comes to one particular person. So before I say anything, of course, I will look in the readings and see if it's mashing with what I was sensing. Okay. At the same time, my thoughts were all over the place as well. So it feels to me that that was the way you were feeling during that time. You made an elaborate party, a gathering, that it was executed beautifully. Okay. But behind the scenes, I felt other things. So I'm going to look and see here before I say anything. Okay, here we go. So yes, people did walk out of there talking about how exquisite it was, expensive it was, luxury it was for a baby shower. So how I see that is like people being a little bit envy and jealous. Okay, that's good. I take that. Okay, now let's see. We want to mainly see about that. So, did anybody flirt with you in the party, or were you too busy? Here's the thing, and I'm going to be, and you know me, I'm honest, straightforward, sometimes a little bit too much. Absolutely. I understand, and I apologize in advance, but you know me. I will say this, that the whole purpose for me when it comes to my client is how my client is looking. Okay, what is my client doing for their best interest? And you are that type of nurturing person that you always think of everybody else but you. And I feel that that was one of the things that came out mainly in that form, in that party. It showed physically in you, and it showed physically in your actions that day. Okay, that's fine. It's good to be nurturing, it's good to be caring and attentive, but you also have to first see you, be about you before anything and anyone first, because if the way you look and represent will also represent everything and everyone else. Okay, and the reason why I say this is because I do feel that one or two persons did say something within themselves about your personal appearance. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but yes, I do see that. And could it be jealous? Could it be negativity? Could it, possibly, but this is how I'm sensing it. I feel that they saw you very much change and different from how, whenever was the last time that they saw you. Okay. And maybe, yes, you're different. We get older. As we get older, we change certain things about ourselves. And so, but I feel that everything was so beautiful and so perfect, but you did not look your best. And I'm sorry to say that. That is one of the thoughts that I'm sensing within this situation, particularly coming out from a female. Okay. Okay. So as I read your questions, and as usual, I do my best to read them only prior to entering into the energy when I'm doing the reading. Okay. So as I did that, I noticed that, one of the things was about this Taurus and asking how is he feeling, why was he doing these actions and things like that. I feel that they had a conversation prior to going into this party because, and I will tell you this, and I will look at her in a minute, but I felt that it was almost like, okay, we're going to go to this party and these are the rules of actions. You know what I mean? Coming from her. So I do sense that she feels that you want to come on to this Taurus. So it's almost like she feels that he wouldn't to you, but to avoid conflicts and any other awkward situations, she put a limit of what he's able to do. Okay. Now I will say, you know, you had a celebrity there in the party, which is nice and wonderful. But when you're trying to get someone to look at you and notice you, never bring anybody that outdo you in any way. Look anyway. You know what I mean? Never. Because I can see the googly eyes in him, look googling eye, the celebrity and whatnot. The wife was not happy about that, but that is why they kept a short leash. Isn't that beautiful? It's pouring raining now outside when I just happen to be in your reading. So either way, I'll take it. Thank you. And so it was a plus in many, many ways. But when it comes to reconnecting with someone, you have to be mindful of what it is you're doing, what it is you're bringing, who you're bringing, and also how are you carrying you. Okay, how is my girl looking? You know what I mean? How is my girl looking at that party? You know what I mean? I want my client to be the center of attention in every way possible, and I intended that, and I wanted that from you because it goes a long way, not just with what we're doing, but also at the same time with what we're putting out there and what we're wanting from that other person as well. See, we collect them physically, we collect them spiritually, but also visually. You understand? So did you make a big boo-boo or big mistake? Nah, it can be worked out. The holidays are coming. You'll have your chances. And I understand the reasons why you did it, but it does not suffice that my client needed to be in a certain top notch. Okay. I apologize that I'm being unkind. And you know me, I love you. And I'm going to keep it real. But at the same time, I say this because here I have this woman that was seeing that about you, the way you were looking. It's like everything fitted, everybody fitted, but you physically were just, I keep seeing someone rushing here, rushing there, going there. Here, you were all over the place, you know, and no moment in time was it for you. And I feel that you took in that responsibility and you did not enjoy the way you wanted to enjoy the whole situation. Okay. For next time around, we're going to touch that a little bit more and we're going to do more about you. Okay. You can do all the party that you want, but set it up to the point where if you have to pay somebody to cater it, cater it. But I want you to be that, the girl of the ball, you know, where everybody can come and say hi to, and you're sitting there shellacking and just having your wine and just, you know, enjoying the whole premises of the party. Okay. And I want you to look your best. I want you to show all that sexiness that is in you, you know, physically and all the way around. And it's in you, but it was not out of in the way that I was hoping to see. And also I'm seeing here, you know, these people like, okay, you know, everything was beautiful. I keep hearing everything was beautiful, but she was not looking her best. You know, she was not dolled up in the way that they were probably hoping to see you. And that includes that woman here, that Leo. Okay. So she was actually happy that you were not dolled up. Yes. She was happy. Yeah. It's almost like she felt like there was no competition within it. I'm sorry to say it, but that was brutal for energy when I felt it right now. Let me see him. Okay. The party was a success overall. People were happy. They were not expecting the whole caboodle that you did. They were not. I wonder if did anybody record it, put it in Instagram, YouTube, I don't know. But I mean, it was a hit. That's what I'm sensing. Okay, let us see. Let us see. Let's see his energy. I wanted you to mingle that day, and I don't think that you did as the way that you were hoping to or should have. Okay, but there will be another occasion. I feel that the holidays will be the right timing to do something. Okay. Yeah, and I know you don't believe me, but I will tell you this. In the moment, you're not because you're probably upset with me. But I will tell you this. Um, Sometimes people represent what is not, okay? And they were too close for comfort for me in that scenario. Um, I feel that there was an argument prior to going to this party, and that's why there were certain things in place to that party, okay? And she made sure that he was not going to be wandering around in the time of the party. So there was a conversation had between them two prior to entering. Um, but it's yes, she kept an eye on you. Yes, she was looking how you were acting, how you were mingling, but most importantly, she was observing you. She was looking at you, what you were doing, where were you, where were you going, were you looking at her husband, were you looking at this, were you looking at, I mean, she was on to you. Believe me and trust me that she was on to you. But at the same time, she was puzzled because of the way you look for some reason. I'm not, I can see where she's going with this, but um, it's like she was puzzled with the way you were looking, but um, surprised almost, and at the same time relieved that you were not out there physically, provoking. Okay. um I just, I don't know how to explain what I'm saying, but I believe you do understand what I'm trying to say. um I do feel that she did mention it to someone that, the party was beautiful, like that. um Everything was so out of, like, ooh, I feel that she's complimenting it, but at the same time being oh wow kind of situation. So um I do feel that, you did spend a lot of money because she is telling someone that you did that, that you put a good show. She's being such a bitch. Yeah. She's glad that there was no interaction between you two, period. Okay, because she felt it the last time that there was some kind of chemistry happening in there between you two. And so I feel that that is one of the reasons why they had this previous conversation before going into the party. um you know and the fact that you didn't have the time, the means, and what have you, it worked out for her favor. The fact that you were not dolled up, sexy up, whatever it was, it worked to her favor tremendously. And I'm like, oh my god. you know um I do feel, I'm not sure if he went to you at one point at the party, with someone else, like maybe they walked up to you, maybe he walked up to you with another person, maybe a son or a male figure. I feel that he walked up to you at one point. Okay, it's what it's telling me here, so I'm not sure if it did happen. Okay, because he was trying to say hi to you, he was trying to like give you the hug, you know, and the kiss and the peck in the cheek. And I'm not sure if he did or not. You let me know, but I feel that those were his intentions to do. And I felt that he went toward you or to you with someone else walking toward you or to you. Okay, you let me know if it did happen. um and here's the thing, when you were asking me the questions, of course I also look at that, and I also look at it as something else. um she gave him sex prior to going. Okay, so she makes sure he was fed, you know what I mean. um and they had the agreement, we see that. um it's almost like she must have said to him that she feels that you are the one, that she feels that you have intentions toward this Taurus, you know, and that it's almost like she said, I know you don't, because I don't think that you would want that, you know. And I apologize, it is her words, her energy. uh but she said, but I want to keep it clean, and I don't want any scenes, or else, you know, I'm not responsible. And so that's what the speech was about. He stood quiet while she said those things, and then he said, nah, nah, it's not like that, you got it all wrong, you're seeing things, you're imagining things, he said. Okay. But believe it or not, he believed what she said, and believe it or not, he liked what he heard. Okay. So the execution to the party was absolutely beautiful. The decorations, the celebrities, the whole caboodle, the whole spending, the whole decoration, everything about it, including the food, everything was a top notch. It was at 11. Okay. And yes, she was keeping an eye on him, but most importantly, she was keeping an eye on you. Your actions, where you look, what you look, and how you look. She did not expect to see you looking in that way. I felt that because she felt that you were trying to, you know, put the groove on the Taurus, that she felt that you were going to be, you know, different, dressed different, look different. Yeah. The attention he was given is, again, he got laid before going. And the attention he was given to her was specifically based on what they have talked prior to. So he was wanting to make sure that she was comfortable and being the number one girl in his life. Okay. Making her feel important. She's envious, she's jealous of you, of your daughter. She doesn't say it, but she is. And you know, you went all out, you spent it all this, and she's like, how did she get this money? I know it's not her money. She actually talked about that. How much did this cost? That was her question to him. How much did this cost? How much did she spend? Did you give her money? That was her question to him. Okay. The next spread will see him specifically, okay? Because you asked me, what did he, when he saw you? Yes, the guests had a wonderful time. They loved the whole scenario. They loved it. And they criticized, because I think that everything was so perfect that they expected everything and everyone to look and be perfect. So I feel that they criticize your appearance in a certain level or degree. And trust me when I'm saying this, I love you. I don't want to be cruel. I do not. And this is why we talked about it before, because you're absolutely naturally beautiful. Your skin, you know, your face, your figure, everything about you is beautiful. But when we connect with someone, the first thing that they notice is the way we look, the way we represent ourselves, you know, before they judge us for who we are internally. So unfortunately, this is a cold world. This is a visual world. And so the way we represent physically, is the way we're going to get their attention, in other words. Okay. And so that was very, very important when we talked about it prior to the party. And I wanted you to be in such ways because I wanted the beauty in you to come out, to be seen. Do you understand? And it would have made a tremendous, tremendous difference on the play out that we wanted for this tourist and their spouse, because there was no moment in time that you had any time to be a one-on-one with him, and there was no moment in time where you could be yourself, be sexy, dance and enjoy yourself, have a drink, relax and chill. There was no moment in time where you could have been flirtatious, in the way that you could have been. There were actually men out there that were attracted to you. I can see this, but there was not that one moment in time that you could actually sat there and said, oh, I'm actually enjoying this and I'm being me. I'm relaxing and just feeling, you know what I mean? And so, yes, and I get this vibe that, more than one, two, three, I feel that at least 4 people criticize the expenses and the outburst of the thing, but also in your personal view. Do you understand? And you know what? That's not many. But there's no perfect situation. There's always going to be an asshole that will criticize something. Okay? And obviously, we do expect that from this person too as well. Okay. Yeah, well, now you know what they were thinking. Yeah. You're still trying to have a... let me see on the other reading him specifically, because I want to see something else. Well, when they left, she just kept rambling and rambling, talking about the whole situation and how much money you spend, and did he even give you money for all the expenses? Yeah, for some reason she thinks that maybe he's giving you money, for all this expenses that you've done in your life, for all in materialistic. You have advanced completely, 360 from what it was last year to now, here almost at the end of the year. And so she was questioning him. I hope, did you give her money? How much? And you better not give her money. So, that was a question that she actually did have for him. Okay. After the party situation. I think that it was a shock when people were walking in. They were not expecting the whole theme, everything about it was just like kind of moment, taken back. But they did enjoy it. They did love the view, the whole thing. They absolutely did. Okay. And now let's see. Also, I will say this, that when you did the calling, he put you on a speaker, and I will tell you why. Because she asked. And also because he knows. So to not get you into a situation that would be hurtful later, he went ahead right off the back to tell you what he did. Okay. He makes sure that he was not going to get you into any kind of situation. And the minute that she saw it was you, she went like this to put you on a speaker. Okay. So just because everything looks good doesn't mean it's good. You know what I mean? Now let's see his. Yes. You know what he thinks is that the wife is onto you and onto him. Okay. So I like to see this, especially when there's a ritual happening, because it gives it a leeway of what their perspective individually is. So definitely the jealousy has multiplied within this relationship. We definitely see that they are being a little bit more aggressive with their intentions and feelings. Okay, we definitely see that, and I like to see that because it tells me that her jealousy is up in the game, and we want to see this on a ritual. He has told her that he did not give money, that there's nothing between you, that is her imagination, that you're only you're friends because of the situation, because of the common that you have with each other. He has told her these things, so he's trying to ease the situation. And it's when someone does that, they intend to be a little bit more affectionate toward that person, so to take away from them wondering off what's going on. Okay, a lot of times when people do that is because they have actually common feelings toward that other person, or they want to just make them think otherwise, that they're wrong and that there's nothing there. So he's probably doing it for those both reasons. Now, I will say this, that he's proud of your accomplishments. He's proud of the way that you've come as far as you've come. He's very happy at the outcome of the whole situation, the party, the children, everything about it. As a father, he's happy and proud. As an ex, he loves that you are doing so much better now, and that he feels, and I'm not sure if he said it or not yet, but he congratulates you on the new home, on the expansion and the growth of your materialistic world. If he hasn't said it, I'm telling you, he's feeling that way. And if he hasn't said it, he wants to say it. But I feel that she's lately with him all the time. Okay, so I do feel that she's very suspicious of who he talks to, where he goes to. She's being a bit more controlling to his energy and his person. Okay. um I do feel, as well as I'm seeing this, that he's just trying to keep the peace right now, because he's probably a little afraid that she might say something to you, like she might come on to you and say, hey, are you trying to hit on my husband or something, because I'm getting mixed feelings, you know what I mean? And so he's trying to keep the peace. um she's, as a woman that's been through this and done this, she senses it and she feels it. So you know and the funny thing is that it that will always be the case, but it's more intense now because she's feeling it. And I think that she may not realize it, that the reason why she's feeling it so intense now, it is because there's something in him that makes her feel that there's something possibly there that can happen. Okay, there's that potential, is what I'm trying to say. And there is. And I say this, there is, because you know if the right moment is there, there's a huge possibility that this in the near future can and will lead to some type of intimacy. Okay, it's very given here. And I will also say this, that it will take a bit of a time. I will try to find any other ways, any other means to find ways to speed it up, or any kind of way. I'll do my very best. As you know, I cannot and will not give any dates of when the ritual completes, or when it's coming out to be, what the client wants, because it's not up to me. It is up to the energies of the universe and the clients itself. So trust me, and you know this. So, but everything that was on the opposite end tells me that invertly in their personal life, there's a lot of drama going in between them personally, because she is so looking left to right. What is he doing? Where is he going? Who is he talking to? And then here comes the party, and here she puts the rules. Come on. And but her shocking was that when she showed up, you were not elaborate, you were not elegant in the point where she could be frightened of, you know what I mean? And she gave that look to you and went, huh, you know, I was not expecting this. And so it dropped her guard down, but it did not stop her from making sure you were, you know, not going around the circles to be around where you can catch them alone or anything like that. um you know, and she just kept looking at what you were doing, and she just kept looking at you in the sense of why, you know, how do I don't how do I explain it, like, you know, she was looking at you like I wouldn't know, you know, I would have to see a picture of the last time she saw you, how you were dressed to how you were dressed this time. Okay. Either way, I feel that she was expecting something more out there within you, uh, um, to where she could prove to him that, you know, I told you I was right, that, you know, you were trying to hit on him of some sort. But it didn't happen that way. So I would probably say that in a way it was bad, but then at the same time, maybe it was good. Okay. Because she probably would have made a scene at the party, on the way that the way her energy was reflecting prior to the party. So maybe it is for the best that it went the way it went. But her guard is not down. So, and his is not, because I do feel that he intended to want to go to you if he didn't, and just give you that hug and that kiss in the cheek and just tell you, you know, it's beautiful, everything is beautiful. And you know, he wanted to say these personal words, and he has not. If he hasn't, he has not yet had the chance to, but he does want to. Okay. So I will say that there will be another chance that there will be a meeting of the hearts, if you will, of you know, seeing each other again. So it is very important when I tell my clients something, because it works with the ritual, and it's a part of the whole concept of the whole situation. And I'm going to tell you this. Normally 95% when a man cheats, he cheats because he's looking for what it's not at home. So when a man cheats, he wants someone that is more attractive to the person that they have at home. They want someone that is more sexier, more vibrating that sex vibe, vibrating that confidence. So to no fault of its own, when we are at a marriage or living situation, we intend to let ourselves go, and we intend to not take care of ourselves physically. And so therefore, you know, the man does not want to be rude, but they don't, you know, they don't give us that energy, that vibe to promote us, the beauty that is with us, you know, to motivate us, you know, and compliment us, and so far. So when they go and cheat, it's because they're seeing a woman that is always fixed up, looking good. Well, obviously, because the bitch doesn't have responsibilities at home, right? But, you know, these are one of the reasons that they go out there and do what they do, or this is what keeps them going out from home and doing what they do. And also because they get the intimacy, the sex that they are looking for, you know, outside the home. Okay. And you might say, people might say, whoever's watching, you know, hey, I'm good at bed, I'm good at wife, I fix myself, and yet they still cheat. Well, then there's other things involved within that situation that makes them cheat. Maybe they're just naturally cheaters, um, or maybe they're just haven't found that true love that they are seeking and not acknowledging it. Okay, there are a number of reasons why men do cheat, but the most one is that they're looking for sex and someone that is sexier, that they look sexier, always fixed, always dolled up. So if he's seeing that in this person, and again, a man is visual, they need to see that beauty in it within their eyes in order to connect with everything else. Okay. um I am not being harsh, I'm just being honest. And you have all of that, and I want you to show that, I want that to be seen. I want that for you, because if you're feeling one way, you're showing it in that way now. But if you're feeling good, you're showing how good you feel. Do you understand? Um, and sometimes fake it till you make it. It's also a good thing to do, unfortunately, because society is based on that. So, you know, I just feel that it worked with you, but it also worked against you, is what I'm saying. Okay. And I would have rather go the other way in pushing this a little bit more to the edge. Okay. Nothing is lost. It just needs more work. It just needs more adjustments. But at the same time, I everything that I'm telling you is because I see the potential in you. I see the beauty in you, and I want people to see it. I want his ass to see it. Do you understand? I want him to see it, to see that beauty within you that he's missing. Okay? I mean, yes, every now and then he feels it, but the physical, it's what needs for him to get. Okay? I mean, he's a Taurus, so it's earthly bound, so he needs that physical shit. Um, let me see. Let me see something. And as you know, I'm brutal. I'm trying not to be. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. But you asked, right? So how did he feel being there? How did this? Oh no, he felt wonderful. He felt comfortable. He felt like, wow, I mean, he was chill. I mean, he just looked like he was sitting back, relaxing, observing, and saying, "Oh wow," I just keep hearing "wow." Um, babies, babies, babies. I don't. He's not pushing for babies. He's not. He's not concerned about that, to be honest. I think that it's her because she's jealous of you, but she's also very, very jealous. Trust me when I say this, of your daughter. I feel that because your daughter is a resemblance of you a lot. Uh, and when it comes to him, you know, I feel that he felt that, how do I say this? I feel that he felt seeing you was you being a mother, okay? Which it's a turn on to some people, trust me. Uh, you being nurturing, you being caring, loving, just being so attentive and everything. He saw that. He did. Um, I just felt, and I'm being in his energy, so I apologize. That yes, he wanted to come to you and talk to you. You'll let me know if he got the chance or not. But I felt that he wanted to come up to you and just give you that hug, that kiss, and say, "Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. You've done great. You've done awesome." But I just feel like him wanting to hug you. Okay, but when I feel that, it's almost like he wants to just hug you and just give you and press on you, like hug you and just press on you. You know what I mean? That type of hug comes with feelings. Okay, but I also feel that, for example, his woman saw it, your visual, your appearance, a little neglectful. Okay, and she sees it good for her, right? But when he sees that, he saw you more being more of a mother than a woman. Do you understand? And I do not want to be negative. I have to say it. Trust me. I'm trying not to. Um, but when you get into a reading and you're seeing people's energy, in their actions of how it's coming out, it's quite tough, right? That I just want to go and slap the shit out of them, right? But in a way, it's going to give us a perspective of what we may want to either change, shift, or let go, right? Um, and I'm going to see this as a positive view, okay? And I want you to see that as a positive view too, because that's going to give us the motivation. Tough love, it's the motivation that we need in order to perspire ourselves to do something, because you've done all that you could for your children, so now it's me time, right? Now is I've done all, so now I'm going to concentrate on me, looking good, feeling good. Do you understand now? Trust me when I say that this is going to motivate and do a 360 for you physically and emotionally. And by the time of between now and March of next year, you're going to look 20 years younger, feel 20 years younger, because this is going to be the motivation train that is going to motivate you to do all those things that I inspire and want to see in you and for you. Okay. Why? Because in unintentionally you rock the boat to their relationship, to their way of thinking, and the perspective of you of how people would see you. Okay. um and so this is going to change something within yourself and physically as well. But also by the time that this comes around next year in March, or hopefully sooner, then he is going to see you like he's never seen you, because the physical appearance has a lot, and it goes a long way. And I keep telling my clients, baby, I don't care if you're heavy or skinny. If you are feeling that love within yourself, that's the most important. But if you're feeling that love within yourself, then it's going to show physically. It's going to show with your appearance. It's going to show with the way you carry yourself. So it's not about weight. It is about you, the way you feel, the way you love yourself. And that gives such a high value and self-esteem to you that it will attract anything that you want, who you want. Okay. So I feel the love in him for you. Okay. Because it shows me here. I feel the love of the family. He feels that he's a part of your family. Okay. He feels that yes, he's been left out for a while at some time, a certain period, as you were transiting to whatever life you were doing. But now he feels that he belongs a little bit more in your space and in your children's space. So he's joyful about that, and the fact that you include him in these things and take a part of, you know. And he loves that you change home, you bought your own home, you have a beautiful home, and you have you move around more with flow, with money. So he thinks, okay, because it's what your persona that you put out there, especially with this party. Trust me when I say that. Now I have to ask, was your mother there? Was your mother there too? um Anyways, and did she give some of the financial situations toward this party? Because I feel that there's a conversation happening with between that. um so let me see, where am I now and what can I tell you? What I can tell you is that when it comes to the spouse, she feels that you're almost like an interference in the relationship now. And yes, you may look the way you are, you were dressed the way you were, whatever. But deep down in her damn ass, she feels that you are an interference to her relationship. Because what she cannot understand herself is that emotions um, do not just go away overnight. So there is that attachment between you two, and you have attachment between you two. Okay. So there's that bond that there will always be there. Okay. And she is not going to break that bond. Though she has tried in the past. So she figured out if I cannot break it, I'm going to join that bond and pretend to be, goody two shoes, pretend to be loving, pretend to care in order to get what I want to get. Okay, as she has done with your child. Um, so I feel that she feels that you still have feelings for the Taurus. Okay, that's what she's telling me now. I'm telling you that the last gathering you had, there was a tip off in there that clicked on her, and she made sure that this time was not going to happen, or else she was going to blow a steam. Okay. 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 Let's see. I want to see something. No, we're not out of the woods yet. Nope, not at all. We're not. Trust me. It's just a little holdback, but we're still in the game. Yeah, we're still in the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's just keeping a closer eye on you. That's what she's doing. She's observing everything. And through other family members, of course, she's keeping an eye. She will, or she has already talked to a sibling of hers, your daughter, about the party situation. And probably even mentioned you because she wants to know something about you to your child. So I think that if she hasn't already, she will in a few days. Um, and It's almost like she wants to know something. I'm not. I think that she wants to know if you're seeing someone. Maybe she's gonna ask that to your child. Um, because she's going to say to your child, I think that your mother still has a crush or feelings for your father. If she hasn't, she will, because that's her main goal. She wants to know. Now, where is he? So of course it's up to you however you choose to be physically, you know what I mean, but there will be coming in a short time some type of visitation from him to your house. Okay, I'm not sure if he's going to bring an item or something, helping your child to bring in or whatever it is, but there will be, he is going to make himself known, and probably he's going to stop at your home. Okay, so between now and probably the holidays, the rest of the year, or into the between now and February. I will keep an eye because something is bringing him to your house, whatever it is, whoever it is, because I see him coming into your home, and there will be that type of conversation. So, um, uh, you know, so it is your choice of what you choose to do when it happens or how it happens. Hopefully, you're home, so you're able to have that conversation with him. Okay. Um, I feel that she's going to continue to, make sure that her opinions get heard, and the actions that she wants are taken between you and him. So she will continue to talk to him in reference to how things are at home with you and your family, and then him and you. Okay. um, she will continue to threaten him in reference to finding out if he's talking to anybody, seeing anybody else, that she will end things with him. So she will give him an ultimatum of things, of how things has to run in the home between everybody. Okay. um Hold on. Okay. So it's okay. It just means we have to do some certain things, uh, touch ups here and there. So no biggie. It's good that we are seeing it now, so we will know where we need to work and what we need to do. Okay? No biggie. Nothing will change. It just will be a little bit, just a little bit more time to get our results met. But don't worry. Everything in its time when you least expect it. Trust me when I say that, okay? Okay, now I do like to see that she's acting more possessive toward him. I do like that. I love to see that. She's gonna be wanting more. Since she sees that you have more materialistic things, whatever it may be, she's gonna want probably even a bigger house of some sort. Okay? She wants to up you, you know, on everything. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah, I like to see that. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, things are going to change next year. Yeah, they will. They might even find separation within themselves sometime next year. Unexpectedly, I see this. Um, Either he finds himself, or she finds that he is seeing someone, sleeping with someone. She feels that she cannot trust him in the intimacy, or that their intimacy is not all there. She's questioning whether it's you or somebody else. And I mean, she's gonna be all over the place next year. I trust me when I say that. Yeah, there's gonna be conflict within their marriage, their relationship. Okay, I feel that you are on her top list because it's obviously that you're the one that she's seeing lately. But I feel that by between now and next year, this obsession within herself is gonna become to the point where even if he dreams, she's questioning who you're dreaming about. Okay, and it's going to be chaotic. And I do feel that if it's not you who he ends up sleeping with, it will be somebody else. My whole point to this is, yes, I want him to come to you, but at the same time, if he needs to go to the arms of anybody else to teach her a lesson, then so be it. But our goal will be met in one way or the other. And also, I feel that what the changes that are going to start happening within you now physically, remember we talked about the material things that we saw these changes coming, and look, they're now here, accomplishment, wonderfully done by you. So now, the work is about you, for you, within you. And so, and all of that, it's going to be up flowing so beautifully by the time of, hopefully, before March. And that in itself is going to show tremendously. And I'm telling you that this man, this Taurus, is going to be loving it, liking it, and wanting it. And that's you, baby. That's you. So he, by the next party that happens between now and March, you're going to be feeling it. You're going to be kicking it. You're going to be like, hell yeah, look at me now, kind of thing. I'm telling you, trust me on this. And he is going to be feeling that intensity, that jealousy. He's just going to want to be around you, wanting to know about you. He will find ways to probably even call you without her presence. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of expectations for next year. Would I have loved to happen it now? Why not? You never know. There might be a chance. There might be a slight. Start motivating yourself. Everything is done now, so now it's about you. Now it's go within you, inward with you, outward with you, and start shifting things within yourself. Okay. And then go from there. And then when he's seeing you, he's seeing something else motivated, something different within you. You know what I mean? When a woman feels confident, no matter how they are, how they look, when a woman feels confident, it outshines everything. And a man needs to see that, feel that within a woman. And that is a high shit turn on. Trust me. Okay? So that work is going to start coming into you, hopefully, after today's reading. We're going to motivate yourself to that. We have planets shifting, drastically changing, and it will never be seen for the rest of our lives, especially Pluto shifting and changing. Mars, conjunction, all that chaos energy, all that arguments, there might be some of those things. So and if you need to let it out, let the steam out, talk to me. I'm here to take it in. Okay. But we have all these changes that it's for our best interest. They might come in hard, but it's going to be for the better good of ourselves. Okay. And see it in a positive light, positive changes, positive outlook, and then you can receive it in a more calmer way. Okay. I feel that it is now the time to listen to what we need to listen to ourselves, for ourselves, in order to manifest certain changes. Because if not, with Mars and Pluto shifting and changing, certain signs, certain planets, we're going to be stuck for something like this for 20 years. And we don't want that. So whatever is meant for us needs to stay. If it doesn't meant for us, then let it go, right? Anything or anybody. I'm going to say this, off the back. I feel that there's so much karma there left between you and this Taurus that it is not done yet. And so therefore it's coming, shifting and changing back and forth between you two. So there will be that one moment in time that you will have some type of conversation with him, and that you're going to see that, his words may say something different than the actions, or the actions may be something different than what he feels. But you will feel it, you will sense it, whatever that may be. It came out that way, so I don't know what the hidden message is to that. Okay. And it tells me that because there's residue of karma lessons between you two, that there's set feelings between you two still. And I feel, with the way I'm seeing things, is that this Taurus has hidden feelings toward you still. Okay. And yes, he loves his children, he loves his family, and concerns him a little bit, one of the children. I see that still, especially next year. But he has these feelings for you, that he has admiration for you still. He sees you, he admires you. So when he sees you, you're like the light, like the shine, like the sun. He sees you inspiring. No matter what, nothing drags you. You keep going and going, and you show physically that you've been dragged down, because I'm telling you, because he's showing me. So he's letting me see what your physical presence is. That he sees you being run down, but yet so lifted that nothing drags you. You still keep pulling through. Okay, so he admires that the heck out of you, and he loves in the way that you've come up. Okay, and within that itself, it tells me that he still has feelings for you. He just doesn't he loves you as a mother, but I feel that he's sticking to that instead of saying, as a woman too. He cannot say that because again, he's married and because he did what he did, but it is there. And I myself, as you know me, I keep it real. I do not like saying that unless I see it and feel it. So he may be in denial of certain things, but he's going around the bushes and saying other things besides saying it. Okay. So maybe he does not want to admit it, or maybe he's not realizing it, but it's there. Okay. So he still, when that happens, it means that they still feel that sexual attention, that sexual attraction. And when another person feels it, so does the other person. And when somebody's in a relationship, trust me that that bitch knows that there's something going on emotionally between you and him. Not physically, but emotionally, some shit is going on. She senses it. She feels it. And so she's targeting, wanting to know your personal life, wanting to know if you're seeing anybody, are you seeing anybody? All this kind of shit about you, and then telling him all kinds of stuff to make sure that you don't do what she did. Okay? But their marriage will be on the verge next year for sure. I would hope that it's sooner. If it is sooner, can I push it? Maybe. Maybe. But I'm gonna let I want to say let Thanksgiving pass by and then see anything new, anything that you've heard from your child, what they could have commented, what she could have commented. You could ask your child, hey, what did your father and what's her name said, in reference to the party, and see if maybe she would open up to you and tell you a little bit more. Okay. um and see if hopefully she can be honest and tell you, she asked about you, this and that. Okay. Or she said this and this and this about you. Okay. Let's hope that that child of yours can be brutal honest. um it Also, what I will tell you, that between now and next year, within this marriage and this relationship, between you and him, between her and him, we see you. Um, so it's obvious that she will be concentrating on you. She will dead concentrate on what you're doing, how you're doing, and also any interaction between you and him. And it will be that feeling of feeling at the edge, okay, that you're gonna do to her what she did to you. um she might even tell Taurus, why don't we set her up with somebody? Yeah, that bitch. Okay, just to throw off the situation and maybe hoping to see if she can get reaction out of the Taurus. um yeah. hmm because between now, in a few months from now or weeks, she is not going to be trusting the friendship that you and him have. She also may become more fake or wanting to communicate with you more. And she will also be doing that with your children as well. Okay, so game on. Okay, well, and again, I'm going to tell you, I want you to look at this reading of a more of a positive aspect than a negative. You know me. So before we end, I want to see something and then we'll close it. Okay? I want to see something real quick. Before we close this reading, sweetheart. Okay. Yeah, they will have difficulty in the relationships and they're not going to let anybody know, or they'll try not to let anybody know. Okay? Yeah, they will. Well, I'll throw the rest, but I will say this. They are clearly spelling out separation within their home between now and next year. Okay? He may not see it coming in the way that it is, but we do see it here. So our whatever it is we're doing, it's going to work to the best interest that we want that punishment to be done. So it will be done. And also he's going to be thinking about you and wanting to be intimate with you already. Okay? He's going to be looking into that. Trust me, you fall right in here. And so does he desire you? Yes, he does. I'm not saying shit, but yeah. So it's not all what looks like. It's not all what it looks, what pretends to be like. Okay? It won't be that way. May look the opposite. Yeah. So if they do separate, I guess if they own a house, she wants the house, whatever it may be, you know. But we do see the what I look for mainly when I'm looking at separation, discouragement, fights and arguments and dispute, and also separation within the home. We do see it here. We do see him being away, she in the home, he's away. So we do see drastic changes in this relationship next year, and it, believe it or not, and it will be mainly because of you. Okay? Because I see you here and I see you here in her spread. So it will be mainly because of you. Yay. Bitch is going to get what she got. What she deserves. She's going to get what she deserves till after all those years. She's going to get a piece of what it is. Okay? What she's done. Yeah. She's going to be surprised and shocked though. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's gonna be surprised and shocked, but that's what we see. I love to see this because I know that this is a huge potential of what could happen in their relationship eventually, if it goes the way it's going now. We see a doom. Yay! We see it. That's what she get for doing what she did. But eventually, I feel that he will find that he has some feelings towards you, and maybe that will come out, you know, eventually. Okay. I mean, let me see. Real quick, and we see you. Okay, let's see. Yep. Mm-hmm. He's trying not to, but yes. He's trying to keep the peace, but um, you know, I feel that eventually he cannot help himself, but wanting to know for sure, is there something happening between you two emotionally, you know, and so he's gonna want to question those little things within himself, you know, a bit more. Because I do see him coming to your house, and he's very fearful that you will get into it in some kind of way, some kind of conflict with that woman. Okay? Yeah. We do see conflicts and drama between you and her, so avoid it. You don't need to talk to her. Okay, whatever ends up happening between you and him is between you and him. Mm-hmm. there's another woman that she confides these things. There will be some type of closing in, coming together between you and him, and I feel that it has to do with probably, you know, a sibling of yours, a female. Okay, I don't know if that sibling of yours is going to go through some medical issues, health issues, whatever it may be. So it will be coming together. So you will be seeing a little bit more of him without even wanting or needing or expecting it at the timing. So I want you to be your best, look your best, prepare yourself for having some type of communications or seeing this person unexpectedly. Okay, because there will be moments of unexpectancy, and there will be moments that you will have moments to be one-on-one with him. Okay, and why is that? Because he's gonna find those moments. Lately he hasn't, because lately he's with her, you know, as much as possible, or she is with him as much as possible to keep an eye. Just the way that conversation happened over the phone, you know, with you. And I'm glad that he protected you by telling you that he put you on speaker. Okay, because he knew it was going to get personal. He felt it. And so therefore he makes sure that everybody was safe on everybody's turn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, avoiding the conflicts and thinking the worst scenario if that would have been in any kind of way. Okay. Yep. Yeah, sometimes he questioned himself. Is that possible that you could have feelings for him? The fact that he, you know, he did what he did, he's questioning himself for that. But he wants to find out. He's afraid to, but he wants to find out. Yeah. If it's not all in his head, her head, or your head. Yeah. Yep. I asked specifically right now, right when I was fixing to put this card. Do you want to, no matter what the fuck, do you want to be intimate with my client? Yes, 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 yes. That's you. Straightforward, baby. And yes, there's a conversation coming in, pending, avoiding, afraid, whatever you want to call it. It might happen within your home environment. I keep seeing it between now and 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Okay, let's hope that that's the timing of the intimacy. I will hope so. But there's a epiphany conversation, a moment of realization, conversation of reality. Okay, but does he want to be intimate with you? Hell yeah, he does. Maybe he's denying it right now, or he's afraid to see it. He's afraid to feel to acknowledge it, or maybe he thinks it's all in his head or in his dreams, whatever it may be. But we have specifically at the end of everything, and he does. He wants to be intimate with you. There's no denying it. It's there. And if the moment in time, the right place, the right timing is there, he will take it. He will take it. Okay? There's no doubts about it. His actions speak the opposite of what he feels. So that's what I just heard right now. So I don't know how that plays with you, with what you're asking me at this very moment in this reading. But what I keep hearing is his actions speak the opposite of what he feels. Okay? However that fits with you. So I want to say love and light to you and to yours, my client. Thank you. And everyone else, again, I am Margot, tarot reader. If you are wanting consultation or reading or rituals, email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com. Love and light. Thank you.